Hello there, America. Old pal Purple Jiggly here. Mrs. Jiggly has the car. I'm bored, so I strapped some fishing poles to my back here, and I'm gonna walk on over to the river here. Cast a couple. I need the exercise. It's a beautiful day, so I figure, what the hell? Keep me out of trouble for a little bit. Got me a big bottle of water in my pack here because it's hot. Got me a sweet 80s bandana and a wrist bandana. Feel like I should be doing a music video right now. Anyway, this is first time in near 3 years that I've bothered to walk over here. Stay tuned. Hello, it's me again. This bridge here is called the Water Street Bridge. The locals have another name for it. They call this the Crybaby Bridge. It's supposed to be haunted. There's a couple different stories behind it. The most popular one, the one that you hear the most, is sometime in the 40s or 50s, there was a local family here, family of 5, wife, husband, teenage boy and younger boy and a baby girl, and the dad was an alcoholic fiend, and every day he would come home and get drunk and beat somebody. And one day his abuse was spectacular, and he had beaten his wife nearly to death, and his oldest boy stepped in and stood up for his mom, which got him a beating. In retaliation, the oldest boy stole Daddy's car and took his younger brother and his baby sister and put them in the car and drove them off of this bridge. I'm too lazy to look to see if the story actually happened, but that's the story. And they say on certain moonlit nights, usually full moon, usually midnight, you know how the stories go, that if you're walking across the bridge there, you can hear the baby crying from the back seat of the car, so on and so forth. So anyway, that's Crybaby Bridge. Now that's where I was hoping to go, but as you can see, they got it all tore up, and I need to find another way around it. Don't know how well you can see him, but there's a dude out there fishing. Let me tell you what, that dude, I don't even know his name, I don't know who he is or where he lives, but he's officially my hero, because it takes balls of steel to walk out in that. Anyway, the construction company is not working today, with it being Saturday, so basically I just walk right in. Normally if there were people working here, I would ask permission, obviously, but we are now underneath Crybaby Bridge. They're tearing this bridge down, and they're gonna build a new one, presumably right where I'm walking. This bridge is, I don't know, several decades old. The bottom part of the bridge there, the sandstone, limestone, whatever that's made out of, late 1800s. But this is it. This is where I'm gonna go cast a few. I'm gonna walk out to the end of this and check this out. They got some kind of pumper running over here. This particular spot is really good for predatory fish. They sit off to the sides of the fast current and wait for fish to come by. Bass, walleye, saugeye, mixes of the two, hybrid striped bass, catfish. If it's a fish that eats other fish, you can find it here. Now what I wanted to see, well, that's kind of cool. Here, check this out. I'm an explorer at heart, let me tell you. I don't know if I want to get any closer than that, but alright, cool. This right here, I know what this is. What they're doing is that will be the bottom of the new bridge. They're pumping out the water so that they can get down to the bedrock, and that's what they're going to fill with concrete for the new bridge. That's pretty cool. There's another one over here, it looks like. We'll go check it out in a second. Well, let me tell you what, that dude is my fucking hero. I want to meet that dude and get his name. Balls of damn steel. I was hoping to find some place up in the shade, but I don't think that's going to happen. What they've got going on is they've got intakes over here, outputs over here, so that might be a good place to fish. Off to the side of the current coming out of that. And this is all new construction, so fish will be curious. They'll be up in here looking. Alright. But this is the furthest I've ever been out into this river. That way over there, I don't know if you can see the archway. That used to be, let me zoom in. Oh, I wish I was steadier. That used to be an Ohio Power water-driven hydropower. That's the word. That used to be a hydropower station. It became insufficient for the local needs as the population grew. So they built a larger coal-fired facility, which are those ruins that I hope that you can see right directly across from me. Anyway, I think I'm going to walk out to the end of this, and I think that's going to be my fishing spot. But I'm going to cast a couple this way first. I'm going to tie up, and I'll be back. Like I said, predatory fish. This right here is a channel catfish, not a very big one, a pound or two. But he went after the gold and black spoon that I'm using. I'm going to take him off. Let me show you what I caught him on, that little channel catfish there. Now they call that particular kind of catfish a squealer cat because they use bones in their pectoral fins to make a grindy, barky noise. But anyway, it's a spoon. It's black and gold striped on this side and all gold on this side. Now the reason I chose this color is because this water is muddy and churned up from the dam there. So this is a color that the fish can see. I put a little swivel on it right there, not a snap swivel but a barrel swivel to increase the action in the water, and it seems to have worked. I'm gonna try to catch another one. Hello there, America. It's a hot day, and it's really important on really hot days to stop once in a while and get a drink, which is what I'm doing. I found this nifty chunk of wood to sit on. Don't worry, it is not actually Mountain Dew. I filled it up with water. But it's really, really important on a hot day like today to stay hydrated, and if you feel fatigued, to sit down for a few and take a break, which is exactly what I'm doing. And to get the sweat out of my eye. But anyway, since I'm sitting down having a drink and taking a breather, I thought I'd share with you the equipment that I'm using today. I've got two rods with me today. This one here is a South Bend Raven. This is a 7-foot medium heavy. The reel is what it came with when I bought it. It's a match set. It's also a South Bend Raven. Very nice. The medium heavy is really good for casting distance. And this particular reel is very, very smooth, which is why I use this one. This is one of my very favorites. South Bend Raven 7-foot. It's a graphite rod, which is most of what you find on the market today. Now this is a combo that I built myself. This is also a 7-foot. This is a medium light whooping stick. The whooping sticks are famous for being indestructible, plus they're this sweet blue color. The reel is a Zebco Delta. They did not come as a match set. I set this one up. The medium light that this one here is really good for distance with lighter lures, which is why I brought this one. So I've got the medium light and the medium heavy to cover all the bases. Both of them are spooled with 10 pound test mono, regular string on this one. This one is the red Cajun. The reason for the red Cajun is red is the first color to dissipate in water, so fish can't see the line. That's the theory anyway. Today I've been mostly throwing spoons and crankbaits because they're very effective on this particular body of water. Only caught one so far, but I was getting really hot standing out in the sun, so I decided I better have a sit down and get a drink, and thought I'd share with you what I'm using today. Now I'm about to switch this. This is what I caught that catfish on earlier today, is that silver, that gold colored spoon there. But I'm actually going to take it off and put on a crankbait, and I'll be back once I do that. Alright, what I've decided to put on is a Bomber B crankbait square bill in the baby bass color. The reason for that is because it's a very good color and it's a very effective bait, but it's got all of the colors. It's got the black on the back, which is what you want in dark stained water like this. The darker the better. But it's also fades to an orange and a white down there on the belly. This should do pretty good. Hopefully I catch something else. If I do, I'll see you in a minute. Gonna be my last video for this fishing trip. I've been out in the sun a few hours, only caught one fish, not feeling real good. Time to pack it up and go home. But since I'm sitting right underneath it, this is the bridge that they're going to replace, and if you look, that's broke. That's supposed to be connected over yonder somewhere. You can see how rusted that is. I see why they're replacing it. There's another broke one down there, but I'm sitting closer to where that old power plant used to be, right there. this low head flood control dam across here. The original one was in the 1800s, built on top of the natural rock wall that went across right here that made a nice little waterfall that the town got its name from. So if you are curious, those aren't the falls that the town is named after. They are behind those falls. But anyway, like I said, I've been out in the sun for a few hours, only caught one. Started to feel not like myself. So it's time to pack it up and go home. And I'm sitting in the shade right now, catching my breath. The water here in front of me is really shallow. When the water's down, you know, just a couple inches from where it is now, you can get onto that without getting your shoes wet. Anyway, goodbye for now.